Oh, what? You're talking to me? What do you mean? I always looked like this. I mean, you too can look just like this. Now imagine this. A new beauty injection comes out that promises you'll look 10 times younger, completely safe, no risks, nothing. At first, everybody believed it because for an entire year, everybody came out looking like they just reversed aging. Except just right
You look a
after a
fucking
year,
mess.
one day, every single person that got the injection, their face started imploding on itself. I mean, this is the first time I've seen a beauty procedure have a
Who's
honeymoon
that, G?
phase. We're talking about a beauty injection that worked flawlessly, a formula that instantly made you look younger and lasted for more than a year. And just one random morning, you wake up looking like a puffer fish. Chinese
Fucking hell,
influencers have been
fam.
promoting these so-called growth factor injections. And the way they sell it, it sounds like magic. One needle and your face completely fills out. Your cheeks look plump, your chin looks sculpted, and it was pretty much the secret anti-aging formula that people have been chasing for years. Listen, if you were in Shanghai gatekeeping a beauty procedure from everybody, you're getting slimed out by every influencer circle there is and their doctors. And I'm not even exaggerating, the before and after photos look insane. But here's the part that nobody tells you. Give it maybe a year or two, and then suddenly your face just starts moving around on its
She looks a fucking mess.
own. And that's exactly how people end up with the so-called bubble face effect. And it literally looks like they got stung by 1,000 bees at
Fucking
once, or
hell.
like something's growing under their skin trying to escape. And the biggest danger is that massive delay time frame that tricks you to thinking everything's okay. But I mean, things can just go south any day. And this isn't just some rare side effect. You're pretty much rolling a dice to see if your face accepts it or rejects it. And most of the time, it don't like you. So what even are growth factors? Well, here's where it gets interesting. They're actually proteins that your body naturally produces, and doctors can use these as creams to either heal wounds or like recover from burns. Keyword: externally on your skin, not internally injected into your face. Because once you start injecting that stuff, it doesn't just fill your face like filler. It tells the cells in your face, hey, start growing and don't stop. So now your face is just constantly being spammed with signals to keep.
You look awful. Fucking hell. She looks like, yeah, she just came out of a fucking UFC fight and got fucked up.
On growing tissue nonstop. And oh my god, imagine that for a second. Your face is literally stuck infinitely producing cells. Like the cells start multiplying uncontrollably and you start getting these lumps, this weird uneven swelling. And sometimes it literally looks like something is growing out of your face. It's always been like this. Cosmetic surgery was originally for treating past injuries, and growth factors were used to help wounds heal. Now they're all being used for appearance. Many netizens describe it as feeling pressure, pain, constant swelling, like their face is inflamed 24/7. Speaking of doctors, I'm the worst at booking doctor's appointments, like embarrassingly bad. For me, it was my eyes, because I honestly just kept putting off going to the eye doctor. I low-key started noticing that my eyes were dry all the time. This is where today's video sponsor, ZocDoc, comes in. ZocDoc is a free website that helps you find and book quality.
One challenge for you. Try Whisper Flow once. One time. And I promise you'll understand.
Once it's in your face, you can't just remove it. There's no undo button. There's no easy surgery to take it out, and if you try to remove it too early, it can actually make things worse. Like the remaining growth factor liquid that's in your face gets stimulated and starts growing even faster in random directions. Like imagine just like touching it and then it starts to spread out even more.
家说千万不要去那种小工作室打这种生长因子，你打了以后，你就会发现你的脸跟我一样，就显得就根本没法见的，而且你打了完以后，它就一直长，一直长，然后你去切的话，它还是会一直长的那种程度。所以千万不要去小工作室打这种生长因子。
Yeah, so many doctors refuse to even treat these cases. They don't want to touch it because it's that unpredictable and it's that risky, not just for the patient, but for the doctor as well. So most people, they just end up stuck with it.
Look at their faces. Fucking hell, man. God damn. Look, yeah, I know people want to look their best and be beautiful and pretty and all that good stuff. but this is just ridiculous, right? And I feel like in China, there's just way too many fucking like ridiculous cosmetic surgeries that are just somehow like legal. Like you shouldn't even be able to put this shit in your face. Like, what the fuck?
And they're just living with faces that are just constantly changing, growing, and deforming. And even some people end up with these super sharp, unnatural noses and even chins that just keep extending over time. I mean, that chin really looks like it could slice a fruit in half. I mean, just take a look at this woman here named Miss Liang from Wuhan. She wasn't even someone who was chasing extreme beauty standards. She said she was fine with how she looked, but she just one day thought, why not just improve it a little bit? That's it. Just one appointment, and her life changed. After getting the injection, her face didn't just swell up a little bit, it blew up. Like, literally inflated. She described it like her face was turning into a balloon, and she said that she became scared even of her own reflection. She had growth factors, so it spread everywhere. And at the time, she did try to fix it, using surgery multiple times. And each time, the growth came back. It kept regenerating constantly after each and every repair, and doctors could only slow down the process. And this just gets really sad, honestly.
我误打生长因子，之前每个人都说我很好看、很漂亮，我被朋友骗去打的。第一次打完挺好看的，就上瘾了。第二次打完，不到1个月就变形了，发红、发胀，而且很麻木，无法接受。
Even to this day, she still posts on Douyin about her weekly repairs and warns people to avoid just even doing anything to your face. Now, you might be wondering, how does something this sketchy blow up on a platform with millions of
Right.
people? How are the clinics even getting away with this, even though it's an illegal
So it
procedure
is illegal in China.
Well,
then why the fuck are the people doing it not being arrested? I'm not really talking about the customers. I mean, they're living the consequences in their fucking face, right? But like the so-called person who injects them in the clinics and stuff like that, like what is it? Like illegal run clinics, like underground clinics or some shit. Like, why are these people not being arrested? Because this is fucking ridiculous.
simple rebranding. Because nobody's walking into a clinic like, can I get these illegal growth factor injections that might permanently ruin my face? Instead, they just slap a new label on it and they call it like youth serums, growth peptides, or like face activation. I mean, these clinics know that growth factor injections are illegal for cosmetic use, so they just sell the same thing under a different name. Instead of growth factor injection, it's baby face packages. Because everybody and their mother is obsessed with the baby face aesthetic. They'll post these aesthetic clinic visits where there's like soft lighting and then just some girl laying down getting injected. And the caption
Those
is
three
always
women
like,
that I just showed on the camera, they actually looked like Asian ghosts. Like they look like how I would imagine Asian ghosts look like, right? Like it's just creepy as F.
finally achieving my dream baby face.
Also,
but there's one renowned
why the fuck
influencer
do grown people want to look like children? Like we need to investigate this because it's given pedo, right? It really is. It's given you're deranged. It's given you have something the fuck wrong with you. Why the fuck do you want to look like a child? And why the fuck do people want to date you when you look like a child? Both of you need to be arrested. And we need to search all your motherfucking hard drives.
who massively blew up this year, and she got what I would say is the worst possible outcome from all of this. We're talking about a Douyin influencer known as Peach Blossom Baby. She basically became the living embodiment of what happens when you just go overboard with chasing perfection. She started young at 17, and before that, she's always had this intense awareness of how she looked and her appearance. She was tall, like around 1.8 meters in middle school, which really made her stand out. And she hated being tall. She constantly
Nothing
felt
wrong with a
watched
tall
and
woman at
judged.
all. I'm kind of short, so just tends to work out that most women I date are taller than me, which I don't really care, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Like someone's height is not going to determine whether I like them or want to date them. But yeah, I'm aware that there is some sort of stigma around tall women for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her height to me.
which
But
made
what
her
is
just
wrong
obsess
is
over her appearance.
that foundation they both have on their faces. They look like ghosts. Now, I'm not really big on cosmetics, right? But someone please in the comments let me know. Is this the desired aesthetic, to look like a ghost? Because that's what they look like. So I'm trying to work out, like, is this the look, right? We want to look like ghosts. Is this the new craze?
To the point where school didn't even really matter anymore. And you know what she did? She lied to her parents. She told them she needed 200,000 RMB, which is around $30,000, to start a business with a friend. She said if it worked, she'd double it, triple it, and her parents believed her. They gave her all their savings, like all of it. And what did she first do? She went straight to get plastic surgery. I mean, if I ever thought of doing something like
It's a
that as a kid,
fucking fool.
I would just be instantly banished to the Shaolin temples to train as a monk for the rest of my life. Now, that was just the beginning, because over the next 8 years, she got procedures. Like procedures. Over
Right, so here's my
1,000
thing, right?
procedures.
How the fuck can you have 1,000 procedures and no mental health evaluation has been required for any of it? Like, this is the thing, like, it should not be legal for you to be having this much procedures and nobody nowhere has ever said, hey, we need to give this person a mental health evaluation because this doesn't seem right. Like, nobody, nowhere, this wasn't flagged anywhere. Like, what the fuck? 400 injections
400 injections, and 200 of which were growth factor injections
just in her
just
forehead.
for her
Oh my
forehead.
God.
And the
Oh my God. The thing is, yeah, I'm sorry to laugh, but this is fucking ridiculous, G. What the fuck am I watching? Where are the safeguards in place, right? If you've had a certain amount of fucking cosmetic surgeries, someone should be calling you up and saying, hey, before you can get any more, we need to kind of have you seen by a professional to make sure everything's good with your mind, because this ain't making no motherfucking sense at all, G. This is absolutely ridiculous.
goal? Become an internet celebrity, escape the 9 to 5 normie jobs. Jobs aren't for people who've had plastic surgery, so she created her persona, Peach
Right, because
Blossom
that's what I
Baby.
wanted to
Now
know.
this is
If she conned her parents out of 30 grand, yeah, to initially do these surgeries, where is she getting the money to continue doing these surgeries, right? Because I'm not really hearing about her employment. Or is he suggesting that she got the first set of surgeries and then became some type of influencer and was using the money from that to pay for more surgeries? I'm not really understanding how she's affording this lifestyle.
where everything collapses, because all of those growth factor injections, they didn't just sit there nicely. Her forehead started swelling, and
She
not
looks like she was
just
kicked
a
in the
little bump.
head in a UFC fight. Like, she actually looks a fucking mess.
It started protruding outward like a hammerhead shark. But luckily, it deflated. Okay, it calmed down, it deflated, and it left a massive dent. Her entire face became swollen, unstable, and she noticed that when she pressed on her forehead, it would literally sink in. Like, it wasn't hard anymore. Stop there, because her facial nerves compressed so badly that she now has permanent uncontrollable twitching. And you can see in all her videos, it has a mind of its own. Her face also became misaligned, and she even lost a part of her sense of smell, and she genuinely fears that one day she might even go blind.
6月1号，我从长沙坐飞机来的泰国。我在2020年的时候，额头因为注射过多量的玻尿酸，导致玻尿酸中毒，导致玻尿酸感染，额头大面积的溃烂。当时额头感染了以后，化脓里面都进行烂了，而且里面都产生积液了。后期经开刀进行取出，住院了7天。给大家看一下之前的样子，我真的很后悔，真的很后悔。大家以我为戒，千万不要再往脸上打一些什么玻尿酸、童颜针、胶原蛋白等一系列的填充物品，后期真的会很麻烦。你们知。
It was all kind of fun and games, and I was kind of laughing at her big forehead and stuff, but that twitching stuff, yeah, that's sad, man. I feel bad for her. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
人体面积感染超过15%，真的就是无力回天了。华佗在世都治不好，我现在真的很担心，我头又晕，我而且还发烧，还恶心。
And it's not like she didn't try to fix it. She went to hundreds of surgeons all over China, begging for help. And every single one of them refused because the damage was just way too severe. It was too risky, too complex. So she's just now stuck with the face for the rest of her life. Now, despite everything, she didn't just disappear from social media. She actually leaned into it even more. Today, she continues posting as an influencer, like talking about her condition, showing the effects, and just vlogging her daily life. And in many of her videos, she does warn people about plastic surgery and even uses herself as an example. Except she says that she'd still rather die than stop. So, Peach, once again, we're giving mixed signals. Of course, netizens were shocked. Her entire story and her face went viral, and she even became like the prime example of the bubble face look. Many netizens even crowned her as a pioneer for paving the wave of that bubble face effect. So after hearing all the dangers about these growth factor injections, you'd probably think it just gets shut down immediately, right? Like illegal injections, people getting completely disfigured. Surely the government stepped in and ended
The
it,
government
right?
didn't do
And yeah,
shit.
they actually did. The Chinese National Medical Products Administration straight up just said growth factor injections for cosmetic use are completely banned. And on top of that, national media also started exposing these clinics, and doctors came out publicly warning people, and there's like a huge push to stop this trend from spreading. Nice. I wish it was that easy. Even after the ban, these procedures are still happening, but they're just happening underground. And
Wow.
it's not really underground, they're literally just hiding in plain sight. These clinics don't just disappear, they adapt, they rename everything, and they tweak the marketing just enough so it doesn't sound illegal anymore. They have access to growth factor for general use, which means they have access to growth factor injections for illegal use. And people, without doing their research, still fall for it. I mean, you guys, if they can't show proper certification, licensing, or actual medical documentation, you just gotta dip. Remember, a lot of these influencers who are promoting it, they're getting paid. And whatever happens to you is not their responsibility. You know what? I'll tell you what, guys. If you ever think of getting something done to your face, just don't do it. Unless you're looking like me.
God damn, that was awful.